channeling the spell. This is going to be a Fire Raga. It doesn't kill somehow, and it kills Naya to land a kill. Oh my god! Here, apparently not, because she is going for the back line. This is instant casting. Might have a chance. What's going on, everybody? My name is Kason, and welcome back to the WDL. This is our second championship finals match of the week, and it is for the Rundall League. This was the league that I was in, but I got my ass handed to me by Quistis, who was in the grand finals. And also, I definitely got my ass handed to me by Sweetheart, who was also in the grand finals. These are two amazing players going at it, the 3 and the 4 seed. I don't think everybody expected these two teams to be at it at the end of the day, but I think they are very, very deserving of it. Quistis and Cosplay Party and Sweetheart of Fundamental Forces both have an 11-4 record heading into the finals here. Sweetheart got the better end of the deal in the regular season in that best of 1. However, that was the case with Enoman PR and Quistis 2, and Quistis won that series. So I'm expecting a really good series. I think it should be awesome to watch. It's going to be a best of 3. So it's going to be over before we know it with only 3 total games possible, but man, it should be really, really fun. Sweetheart all season long has been crushing it. Everybody talks about her Starlight Elena, how it is insanely good, but honestly, she put a lot of work in with Reagan as well this season and Lastwell. And those are two units who honestly didn't get a ton of success throughout this season. So for her to crush with Elena and the Lastwell and Reagan, these are units that in other leagues didn't do nearly as well. So shout out to her for crushing with those units. And Quistis, the same note. The Resnick, Golbez, and Renan team, I think is a lot stronger than a lot of people anticipated throughout the season. Obviously, you've been putting in work with the Halloween Lucia and Earth Evasion team. Halloween Lucio has been everywhere, but that Staff Devout team that he's been crushing with too has been awesome, and that has been something that is pretty unique to him. So two amazing players heading at it today. I'm expecting an awesome series, and I can't wait to jump into it, guys. The grand finals of the Rundall League is about to kick off right now. The Season 4 Grand Finals for the Rundall League is about to kick off. We have Cosplay Party, we have Fundamental Forces, and these two amazing players are about to go at it here, as it looks like the King Bradley TMR for that patented Starlight Elena. We've seen her so many times come out from the Sweetheart. Can she do it one more time against an evasive team of their own on the side of Quistis? It is a Pissarro, it is a Halloween Lucio, and it's Katia to back her up. But speaking of backing up, great supports here is the Sylvie here with the Lock TMR. Trying to get that agility and luck up could be pretty massive, especially in an evasive versus evasive matchup. That luck is absolutely massive. Katia going to start channeling a spell though here, and what is it going to be? The Blossom Blessing coming down on the Lorela here. Couldn't think of her name for a moment, which is a very interesting TMR tech. That is a brand new one, I believe, as it looks like I've tempered my resolve coming out from the Elena, so the courage is here. I do believe, though, that Pissarro has courage removal. If he is able to get that off, it could be pretty massive, and Quistis could be in good position, as there's no courage removal on the other side. The Keenblade coming out late. This is a fantastic turn rotation from Quistis here. I expect nothing less, as Katia should go for a second buff at this moment. But what is it going to be? She's going to go Wish for Peace. So speaking of getting luck up, this is exactly what we are going to see. That is the Luell TMR being utilized. So Locke's TMR on one side, Luell on the other. And obviously you can see two smart players going at it, doing very good things with the Blood Boil TMR as well. I think that is Yerma's TMR, a fantastic option if you're going to face off against his Starlight Elena. You're not going to get to hit her many times. You have to make those hits count. Prismatic Punishment coming out as his limit break is massive. How much damage is it going to do? It is a ton. It is not enough to proc the courage though, and it looks like this is a brand new limit break upgrade from the Elena. She gets that CT down nullified, I think increased evasion. How accurate is this team from Quistis? Are they able to hit? That is where we're going to find out. Katia should be able to go for a heal here on the Pissarro and maybe bring him up, but the Mega Charge comes out from the Lorela, and that is going to proc the courage. That is actually pretty massive here, as that might buy Sweetheart a turn, and looking at the turn rotation, Pissarro is not going to get another opportunity. This hasted up Elena is way too damn fast with the limit break, with the agility change. No, Pissarro is going to deny the kill. He is going to stand strong, and this might be huge if he's able to remove that courage. Strike of Ruin comes out, 6,400, no courage is here. Halloween Lucio should be able to take her out if he can connect. Vacuum Slash is a guaranteed hit, and Quistis is at a 3v2 advantage at this moment. This looked really good for Sweetheart, but now I am not so sure as Lorela is up to bat. 35 AP. She's just going to go for the standard attack on the Pissarro, but takes him out. Plenty of accuracy on this team, and now in a 2v2, this could get really interesting. Sylvie opts for the lock TMR instead of the full life. I can't tell whether she is in range or not. Not sure if that skill is turned off. We'll have to find out as this fight continues to go, as Halloween Lucio is up next. He does have an elemental disadvantage to this Lorela, but Katia can often help out with that, and this limit break is massive. A hasted up Lucio is one of the scariest units in the game. How much damage is it going to do? It does a ton. Drops the healing power as well, which means if Sylvie limit breaks, it's not going to do as much as it normally would. The haste is big. Looking at the turn rotation, though, Sylvie is going to get an opportunity. She does go for the limit break. Does it heal them to full with that healing power down? That is the big question here. It looks like it does, so the healing power down is not enough. Often it helps a lot with those self-heal people, but with the actual support units, it might not be as important. It looks like she is able to shake that off and just heal to full, but Lorela has an opportunity. Is she able to chunk this Lucio? I don't even know if he has his physical barrier, because I think Katia might have rewritten it with the Calamity Guard. I don't remember for sure. As Light Veil comes out, light attack resistance up, Mega Charge is 4,800. I think that confirms it. I don't think the physical health shield is there for Lucio here. He is up next with a Dispel Slam, but it's not nearly enough damage. And now, is Sylvie in attack mode, or does she go for a full life? That is going to be massive here to see who can turn this fight. 18 actions left. Is it on? No. Cheerful Paladin Strike comes out, and Lucio drops to the Sylvie. In game number 1, Sweetheart is in a commanding position here. Katia, I believe, does have Raise in her kit. That is the only thing that could potentially change this fight. Is she going to go for it? Is she channeling something? I can't quite tell. A Mega Charge comes out from Lorela, and it is massive damage. This Katia is not channeling a spell. It looks like if she has Raise, she is not going for it. The Sylvie is going to come in with a cheerful Paladin Strike, and that is probably a very cheerful Sweetheart on this side of the battle, as she claims the Game 1 victory in this series. Honestly, guys, I thought this match looked pretty good for Quistis early, as Elena dropped, was the first unit to die, but the Lorela put in so much work, so much damage actually. It was honestly pretty stunning here, but that is a massive Game 1 victory for Sweetheart here. And now the question for Quistis is, what does he have for an adjustment in Game 2 to potentially bring this to a Game 3? Heading into game number 2 of the grand finals for the Rundall League, and it looks like both teams are turning to the same team that they brought for game 1. Both teams feel like this is their best option. Can Quistis overcome? What is the change from game number 1 to game number 2? So far, it is the exact same strategy. Evasion skills coming out from the Pissarro. Axeman's adaptability is here for the Lucio, so he has that massive physical barrier online. Does he get to keep it against this Lorela? That would make a massive difference. As the Treasures Hunter's Fortune coming out from the Sylvie, this is a hasted up Elena. The one thing that I will say is different is something is different about the positioning, because for some reason Starlight Elena moved forward rather than to the side. So I don't know if that is a switch from Sweetheart or Quistis that's provoking this, but that is really interesting, as it looks like the same TMR is being utilized. Light Veil coming out from the Katia here. I think she went for Calamity Guard last time, but it could be mistaken about that. I've tempered my resolve coming out from the Elena, so she has Courage Online for the Pissarro as well. But again, this does give an advantage to Quistis because they have the Courage removal and the other side does not. The Keenblade is here for the Lucio, so this is looking like the same turn rotation. As far as I can tell, the only thing is maybe that was Calamity Guard instead of Light Veil last time. I don't know for sure. Wish for Peace coming out from the Katia this time, though, so again, extra luck. And I will say, if that was Light Veil last time, I don't know what the change is for Quistis. It's looking like the exact same strategy, as it's Blood Boil coming out again from Pissarro. And maybe Quistis feels like he doesn't have another option to turn to, but it is interesting here, as Evildoers Beware coming out from the Elena. And Lucio, what does he have next? He goes for Sharp Spear. So I don't think he ever got this buff off last time. So at least with the positioning change, this could be the difference in the fight. Last time, obviously, Sweetheart took it, but it could have went either way. It was a very, very close one. What can Quistis do in a response here? Katia is going to go next. She is fresh out of buffs, though. She has utilized every single thing that she can. Mega Charge coming up from the Lorela is really, really good damage again. And I don't think Sylvie can get in range to deal damage, which is pretty huge. for the side of Quistis, because that means that Pissarro is going to live through this hit and be able to counter on the next turn. Starlight Elena is going to go with the limit break, but Katia is caught in this. How much damage is she going to take here? They do have the light veil. Is it enough to stop any kills? Yes, it is, as it looks like Pissarro's courage is going to keep him alive. Katia is still healthy. And can Quistis turn it right here? His entire team goes next. Strike of Ruin for 6,400 damage. Removes the courage. Lucio should claim a kill just like last time. Vacuum Slash coming in. However, without the limit break, no haste, is it enough? Katia might be in a position. Does she have a heal TMR turned on? Does she have a Mashri or Yuna TMR? If she does, this could be pretty massive. What does she have in terms of heals? No, she's going to start channeling a spell. Unfortunately, I think that would have been the difference, but Lorela, should get a chance to do a ton of damage here. And Sweetheart, in a 2v3 disadvantage, I normally would say Quistis has the upper hand here, but I saw what happened in fight number 1, and I'm not sure. The standard attack's going to take out the Pissarro. However, Halloween Lucio is still fully healthy, but it's a curative prayer. It's a single target heal, and it is going to whiff on the dead body of Pissarro, and Sylvie is ready to bring the pain. I'll protect everyone. Misses, though. Halloween Lucio is dodgy enough. He dodges the hit, and hold on just a minute. Quistis might be able to bring this to a game 3 if Halloween Lucio can pop off here. He doesn't even need to move. He gets to stand still and get haste. He might just lap, and if he does, he could solo carry this fight. That is a very good chunk of damage. Gets his slash attack piercing. The reaction from Sylvie does get a little bit of healing, but the healing power down does mitigate it a bit. Katia, does she go for a heal on herself? I would think she would. This should be a curative prayer, but Sylvie is fast enough to go. It looks like Lucio does not lap here. And what kind of damage can Sylvie get down, or does she have full life turned on this time? I doubt it. I doubt Sweetheart made any changes from game 1 to game 2. Oh my goodness, so much damage. Almost one-shots the Halloween Lucio, and Lorela should be able to clean this up, I think. Hold on just a second. Is that physical barrier still there for the Lucio? I think it is. I don't think it ever got overwritten. Lorela comes in with the sharpshoot, and maybe Lorela has some sort of barrier break component in her kit that I am not aware of, because I don't think he ever lost that barrier. But good lord, Sweetheart just popped the hell off with Sylvie again. We've seen her do it multiple times throughout the season, and she is going to be your Season 4 Rundall League champion. My goodness, honestly, shout out to Quistis for a well-played series, but Sweetheart claiming the entire league championship is so damn cool to see. This is somebody who didn't win a single series in season number 3. The amount of improvement and progress from season 3 to season 4 is so tremendous to see. And honestly, an amazing person. It is just so cool to see her do well here. So massive, massive congratulations to Sweetheart for claiming the Rundall League trophy. Guys, there you have it. We have the grand champion of the Rundall League. 2 teams obviously qualifying for Champions League, but only 1 team gets to hold the trophy for this division. And man, Sweetheart of Fundamental Forces with a 13-4 record absolutely crushed it all season. That Elena is absolutely nuts. She joked about how she should be 90 cost, but good lord, the way she crushes with it, it feels like it should be 160. The unit is nuts, and she pilots it better than almost anybody that I've ever seen. So very, very well done to her throughout the entire season. And a massive shout out to Quistis as well. He did extremely well and is in the grand finals. And one thing to note is I don't think he reincarnated any UR unit more than like 10 times. So that is pretty impressive in itself. When a lot of people do pour reincarnations into their units, he really didn't do a whole lot of that and honestly still kicked ass. So really, really impressive stuff by him too. But ultimately, it's all about Sweetheart right now, claiming the championship of this league. It's incredibly impressive, especially considering the fact that she didn't win a series last season in Season 3. The amount of improvement to go from no series wins to an overall 13-4 record and winning the entire league, gosh, that is impressive as hell. Everybody knows that she's been an amazing player for a long time, but she really put it together and she apparently figured out how to draft. So look out Champions League, because she is coming. So damn. This league has been a hell of a lot of fun. I got to participate in it, which was a hell of a lot of fun too. But ultimately, it was just my absolute pleasure to shoutcast all season. So for everybody watching, everybody who was a part of this league, thank you so much for being a part of it. It has been a heck of a lot of fun. We still have 2 more championship videos coming out for you guys this week, so you look forward to those. But until then, congratulations to Sweetheart, and you guys have a wonderful day.